So it's time for Daredevil versus Muse round 2, and it did not end the way I was expecting. We're going to be talking spoilers from episode 7, so there can be a spoiler warning. Now, first of all, Muse's next victim is Heather. He's going after her, she's going to be his next work of art, and it's this very disturbing scene of him thinking that Heather understanding who he is, especially because he has this deep-rooted trauma where he wants to be seen, and by being Muse, it helps him be seen, something he never got to be. He always felt he was invisible, so they played more into his psychological side and why he does what he does. While he's making Heather his next victim, is about to take her out, Daredevil comes to the window, has a badass scene of beating the living crap out of Muse, literally sending his grappling hook through the guy's shoulder, and it's just this really cool moment of Daredevil unleashing his rage because he's not going to let another person he loves get unalived. And I really like how they portrayed this because it's showing that rage, what he lost, the traumatic experience of losing Foggy, all coming back to him as he beats the living crap out of Muse. Even though the fight was awesome, I was not expecting Heather to blast Muse and end him there. Like, it felt like this was like this big part of the episode where Muse was going to be the final big bad of the season. He was going to get away, Matt was going to have to deal with him again, and you're going to get to the point where he wouldn't cross that line like he did in episode 1 with Bullseye. He was going to overcome that, be the character to take him to jail and arrest him like he's supposed to. But instead, they unalived him, and it's seemingly making it like Muse is now no longer around. Where this could be a complete misdirect. Muse could still be around somehow, and his powers could come in like in the comics and somehow regen him, which isn't the powers from the comics, but that could be something they implemented in the show so that he's like born again, like the series is called, and putting him into the Muse we know from the comics with his powers that he can remove any sensory information, so it makes it so Daredevil can't fight him as easily. But I'm curious to see what they're going to do because now the Anti-Vigilante Task Force is now taking claim that they're the ones that took down Muse, even though they weren't. Trying to make it so that people lose trust in vigilantes and that the cops are actually here for them when it's actually the other way around. I am kind of disappointed we're already over and done with Muse, but also part of me feels like it's not. I might also just be delusional, so who knows? Let me know what you thought about the Muse fight in the comments down below, and do you think it's over, or do you think that's it and we're going to move on?